Hey guys, welcome to another video where I'll be teaching math. I'm Abhinav. I've done both my bachelor's and master's in electrical engineering from IIT Kharagpur. So the JEE Mains April 2nd shift is also done. So we have already solved the questions from the first shift. So let us go ahead and solve the questions from this particular shift in this particular video. So yeah, so let us solve the first question. So these are all memory based questions. So the values or the quantities that are asked, let's say in this question it is asked to find out lambda square plus mu square. This might be lambda plus mu or something like that. So some such things might be different in this video. So let us go ahead and solve. So we have the system of equations given. This is one equation, second equation and third equation, and it is said that there are infinitely many solutions. So there was the same question, a similar type question in the first shift as well. So make sure you practice these questions well. So when you have infinitely many solutions, we know delta is equals to delta 1 is equal to delta 2 is equal to delta 3. So is equals to 0. So all of them will be 0. Now the task is to find out lambda and mu. So what is delta? Delta will be 1, 3, 5, the coefficients of the first equation, and 3 minus 1, 2, 5 lambda mu. So this is delta. So let us see what delta 2 is. Delta 2 is 1, 3, 5. The third column will be 5 to mu, and the middle column will be replaced by 3, 5 and 7. 3, 5 and 7. Why did I consider delta 2? Because if I consider delta 2, mu will be the only variable that I have and I will be able to find out the value. So let us expand the determinant. So that will be 1 times 5 mu minus 14 minus 3 times 3 mu minus 10 plus 5 times 21 minus 25. So this is equal to 0. So this is simply 5 mu minus 14 minus 9 mu plus 30 plus 5 into this is minus 4. So this will be minus 20. Minus 20 is equal to 0. 5 mu minus 9 mu is minus 4 mu. 30 minus 20 is 10. 10 minus 14 is minus 4. So mu is equals to minus 1. Alright. So similarly, let us consider delta 3. Delta 3 will be 1, 3, 5, 3 minus 1 lambda. So now this third column will be replaced by 3, 5 and 7. 3, 5 and 7. So that is equals to 0. So 1 into minus 7 minus 5 lambda minus 3 multiplied by 21 minus 25 plus 3 multiplied by 3 lambda plus 5. So that is simply 0 is equals to minus 7 minus 5 lambda. So this is minus 4. So 3 into 4 is 12 plus 9 lambda plus 15. So 9 lambda minus 5 lambda is 4 lambda. 15 plus 12 is 27. 27 minus 7 is 20. So this implies lambda is equals to minus 5. So we have found out both mu and lambda. So we have to find out lambda square plus mu square. So that is minus 5 square plus minus 1 square, which is 26. So let us proceed to the next question. So this question is from the topic statistics. Here you have the data given. Alright, the mean is given and the variance is also given, and you have to find out the values of A and B. So what is mean? The mean is the sum of observations by number of observations. So 6 plus 4 plus A plus 8 plus 12 plus 10 plus 13 plus B by the number of observations are 8. So 13 plus 12 is 25 plus 10 is 35 plus 10 is 45 plus 8 is 53. 53 plus A plus B upon 8 is 9. So A plus B is equals to 9 8s 72 minus 53. So this is 19. So A plus B is 19. Also variance is given. What is variance? Variance is the mean of squares of the elements minus the square of means. So the mean of squares of the elements minus square of the mean. So what will be the mean of squares? So that will be 6 square plus 4 square plus a square. So 6 square plus 4 square plus a square plus b square plus 8 square plus 12 square plus 13 square plus 10 square by 8 minus square of the mean. So the mean is already given. So the square of the mean is 81. So this is simply 9.25, which is 925 upon 100. So 6 square is 36, 4 square is 16, 8 square is 64, 12 square is 144, 13 square is 169, 10 square is 100. So if you add them up, 6 plus 4 is 10, 6 plus 4 is 10, 9, 29. So this is 2, this is 5, 6, 12, 16. 16 plus 6 is 22. So this is simply 529. So this is 529 plus a square plus b square minus 81 into 8. That will be 648 divided by 8 is equals to 925 upon 100. So 5 2s, 5 zeros, 5 1s, 5 8s and 5 5s, 5 4s, 5 3s 15, 5 7s 35. So this is 37 by 4 and 4 1s, 4 2s. So 37 2s is 74 is equals to a square plus b square minus 648 minus 529 will be 119. Alright, a square plus b square is equals to 119 plus 74. So that is simply 193. So you have two equations now. This is your first equation, a plus b is equal to 19, and this is your second equation. So you can solve these equations and you can get the values of a and b. So this gives a is equals to 12, b is equals to 7. Alright, so you can check it. A square, a plus b is 19, a square is 144, b square is 49. So that will give you 193, a square plus b square. So these are the correct values. So let us proceed to the next question. So you have this particular limit and they are saying that this limit exists. Then we have to find out the values of a and b. So let us do this problem using the expansions. So we know the expansion for cos t is 1 minus t square by 2 factorial plus t power 4 by 4 factorial plus and so on. I think the similar question appeared in the shift 1 as well. So again, this is also an important model which you should be very thorough with. So yeah, so now in this question, limit x tends to 0. For cos 2x, your t will be 2x. So 1 minus 4x square by 2 factorial plus 2 power 4 is 16x power 4 by 4 factorial plus and so on plus a multiplied by cos 4x. So your t will be 4x here. 1 minus 16x square by 2 factorial plus 256x power 4 by 4 factorial plus and so on minus b divided by x to the power 4. Alright. So the constant term in the numerator is 1 plus a minus b. The coefficient of x square is minus 4 by 2 is 2, minus 16 by 2 is minus 8, plus the coefficient of x to the power 4 is 16 by 4 factorial plus 256 by 4 factorial plus x power 6 multiplied by something plus and so on divided by x to the power 4. Alright. Now for this limit to exist, so I think we made a mistake here. The coefficient of x square is 2 from here, and here it is minus 8a. The coefficient of x to the power 4 is 16 by 4 factorial from here, and here it is 256a by 4 factorial, plus and so on. So if we divide, so for this limit to exist, all the terms whose degree is less than 4, since the numerator has the degree 4, all the terms which has the degree less than 4 must be equal to 0. So 1 minus a plus b, a minus b is equal to 0, and minus 2 minus 8a is equal to 0. So this gives us 8a is equals to minus 2, a is equals to minus 1 by 4. And when you put a is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4 here, you will get b is equals to 3 by 4. These are the values of a and b. So when you do that, this term will become 0, this term will become 0, and here this term will be divided by x to the power 4, and you will end up with this particular value for the limit. And all these terms will become 0 because when you divide with x to the power 4, all these terms have the x in it, and when the limit x tends to 0, all these terms will go to 0, and the value of your limit will be this particular quantity. So in this question, if they ask you to write the value of the limit instead of a plus b, you should be writing this particular value. Alright, the next question. So this question is from the topic matrices. So you have this particular thing given: a square multiplied by a minus 2i minus 4 multiplied by a minus I is a 0 matrix. Then you have to find out a to the power 5. So let us multiply this. This is a cube minus 2a square minus 4a plus 4i is equal to 0. Let's multiply it with a on both sides. So that will give us a power 4 minus 2a cube minus 4a square plus 4a is equal to 0. A to the power 4 minus 2. So from this we can write a cube is equal to 2a square plus 4a minus 4i minus 4a square plus 4a is equal to 0. So this is simply a power 4 minus 4a square minus 8a plus 8i minus 4a square plus 4a is equal to 0. So this is a to the power 4 minus 8a square minus 4a plus 8i is equal to 0. Again multiply on both sides with a. That will give us a power 5 minus 8a cube minus 4a square plus 8a is equal to 0. So a power 5 minus 8, again from here a cube can be written as 2a square plus 4a minus 4i minus 4a square plus 8a is equal to 0. It is a direct, substitution and solving type of question. So all you have to take care is your calculation. Minus 32a plus 32i minus 4a square plus 8a is equal to 0. So a to the power 5 minus 16a square minus 4a square is minus 20a square. Minus 32a plus 8a is minus 24a plus 32i is equals to 0. Now a to the power 5 is 20a square plus 24a minus 32i is equal to 0. So this is alpha, this is beta, and this is gamma. You can find out alpha plus beta plus gamma. So let us proceed to the next question. This question is from the topic progressions. So you have an arithmetic progression that consists of even number of terms. So let us say the number of terms are 2n. Alright. So a1, a2, a3 and so on a to n. These are the terms. The sum of the terms in odd positions is 24. So it is given that a1 plus a3 plus a5 plus and so on a to n is 24, and the sum of the terms in even positions is 30. So A2 plus A4 plus A6 plus and so on. This is A2n minus 1. Alright. Plus and so on. A2n is 30. So now I have a question for you guys. They should have given the sum of all the terms is 54. Why have they given the sum of the even terms and sum of the odd terms? So how can you make use of this fact that they give two different sums? So this is a very famous technique in JEE. This is a very famous algebraic manipulation that you can always remember and use it in your problems. So they gave these two equations because, so if you add them, you'll end up with a very complicated equation in A1, N and D common difference. But if you subtract these two equations, the difference of A2 and A1 will be 1 D, and the difference of A4 and A3 will be D, and the difference of A6 and A5 will be D. So therefore, if you subtract these two equations, you will get n times of D. So you'll get 1D here, you'll get 1D, you'll get 1D here, and there are total of 2n terms. So there will be n possible combinations like this. So nd will be the difference. So that will be 30 minus 24, which is 6. nd is equal to 6. Now it is also given in the question that the last term exceeds the first term by 21 by 2. So last term is a2n minus first term is a1. So this is 21 upon 2. a2n is a1 plus 2n minus 1 times d minus a1. This is equals to 21 upon 2. So now 2n minus 1 times d is equal to 21 upon 2. So here you have one equation, first equation, and this is your second equation. So now you have to find out the value of n. So d is 6 upon n from this particular equation. Alright. So if you cross multiply, so this is 3 2 6 and 3 7 is 21. So you'll get 4 multiplied by 2n minus 1 is equal to 7n. So 8n minus 4 is equal to 7n. This implies n is equal to 4. But in the question, it is asked to find out the number of terms. So the number of terms in this progression is 2n. So we have assumed that the number of terms are 2n. So therefore 2n is equals to 2 into 4, 8. So you should not make the mistake of writing n is equal to 4 as the number of terms in this question. So this is one thing that you should take care of. So our next question is from the topic ellipse, basically conic sections. So we have to find the eccentricity of the ellipse in which the length of the minor axis is 1/4 of the distance between its foci. So this is, I think this is the simplest question on the question paper. So length of the minor axis is 2b. This is equals to 1/4 of distance between foci is 2ae. Alright, 2b is equals to ae upon 2. So ae is equals to 4b. So if we square it on both sides, a square e square is equals to 16b square. So e square is equals to 16b square by a square. So we also know that e square is equals to 1 minus b square upon a square for ellipse. So this gives us e square is equals to 1 minus b square upon a square from here is e square by 16. So e square into 1 plus 1 by 16 is equals to 1. So this gives us e square is equals to 16 upon 17. So e is equals to 4 upon root 17. So this is the easiest question on the question paper. So let us solve one more easy question that appeared on the test. So you have a variable line that intersects the coordinate axis at B and C. So you have the coordinate axis like this, and this line intersects the coordinate axis at B and C, and the area of the triangle is, so let us say this is O. So area of triangle OBC is equals to 48. So what is area of triangle OBC? Half into OB multiplied by OC. This is equal to 48. This is given. So OB multiplied by OC is equal to 96. So now we are asked to find out minimum value of OB square plus OC square. So here we can apply AM greater than or equal to GM. So OB square plus OC square upon 2 greater than or equal to square root of OB square OC square. So this is simply 2 OB square plus OC square greater than or equal to 2 times OB multiplied by OC. OB multiplied by OC is 196. So 2 times 96 is 192. So the minimum value will be 192. Alright. So yeah, that's it. So let us proceed to the next question. The question is from vectors. So we have two vectors A and B given by this and this, and the vectors C and D are such that so they satisfy this particular relation. Alright, so we have to find out the magnitude of A bar dot B bar. Alright, so A bar is I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap, and B bar is minus I cap plus 4j cap plus 8k cap, and it is given that A bar minus C bar cross B bar is equal to 5I cap minus 2j cap plus 3k cap. So let us split this cross product. So this will be A bar cross B bar minus C bar cross B bar. So minus of C bar cross B bar will be simply B bar cross C bar. So B bar cross C bar. So this is equal to 5I cap minus 2j cap plus 3k cap. Now it is given in the question that B bar cross C bar is D bar. So this is D bar. A bar cross B bar plus D bar is equals to 5I cap minus 2j cap plus 3k cap. Now they're asking us to find out A bar dot D bar. So we have D bar here. If we take dot product on both sides with A bar, you'll get A bar dot A bar cross B bar plus A bar dot D bar is equals to A bar dot this whole vector. A bar is I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap dot 5I cap minus 2j cap plus 3k cap. So now if you see, A bar and A bar cross B bar will be perpendicular to each other. So this dot product will be simply 0. So you should remember all these things. So when you have two vectors A bar and B bar, so A bar will be perpendicular to A bar cross B bar. B bar will be perpendicular to A bar cross B bar. So you should always remember these things. Alright. So this dot product is 0. So we have A bar dot D bar is equals to 1 into 5 plus 2 into minus 2 plus 3 into 3. So this is 5 minus 4 plus 9. So this is simply 10. So the modulus of A bar dot D bar is simply 10. So let us move to the next question. This question is from the differential equations. So you have this particular differential equation given, and the initial value is also given. F of 0 is 5 by 4, and you have to find out this particular value. So let us consider the differential equation. So dy upon dx is equals to 2 secant square x times y, that is equals to 2 secant square x plus 3 tan x secant square x. So now we have to, this is a very classic differential equation. So you have to find out the integrating factor. So to do that, you have to take e to the power of integral of this particular function 2 secant square x. So that will be integral e to the power 2 integral secant square x. Integral secant square x is tan x. So e to the power 2 tan x is the integrating factor. So now multiply this whole equation with integrating factor on both sides. So you'll get, on the left hand side, you'll get e power 2 tan x times y. So the differentiation of this whole function. And on the right hand side, you'll get e power 2 tan x multiplied by 2 secant square x plus 3 tan x secant square x. Alright. So now take the integral on both sides. So you'll get e to the power 2 tan x multiplied by y is equals to integral e to the power 2 tan x multiplied by 2 secant square x plus 3 tan x secant square x dx. Now put 2 tan x is equal to t to solve this integral. 2 tan x is equal to t. So 2 secant square x dx is equals to dt. So this will be integral e to the power t. So 2 secant square x dx is simply dt plus secant square x dx is dt divided by 2. dt divided by 2. Now 3 tan x is simply t by 2. So this is t by 2. So you have integral e to the power t into 1 plus 3t by 4 dt. Alright. Now what you can do here is you can write this as integral e to the power t 3t by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4 plus e to the power t multiplied by 1 upon 4 dt for the whole thing. Now if you consider this particular part, you have e to the power t, and then if this is f of t, this will be f dash of t. So e to the power t multiplied by f of t plus f dash of t, when you integrate it, you will get simply e to the power t f of t 3t by 4. So this whole integral will give you e to the power t multiplied by 3t by 4. Now this integration is simple. So this is simply 1 by 4 e to the power t plus some constant value. Alright, this is simply y multiplied by e to the power 2 tan x. Now let us put the values and solve it further. So you have, so now let us put the value of t. So this will be y e to the power 2 tan x is equals to e to the power 2 tan x multiplied by 3 by 4, t is 2 tan x plus 1 by 4 e to the power 2 tan x plus c. So it is given in the question that f of 0 is 5 by 4. So y is equal to 5 by 4 and x is equal to 0. So e to the power, when tan 0 is 0, so this will be 0. So that will be 1. So e to the power 0 is 1. So 5 by 4 is equal to, when you put x equal to 0, this will be 1. This will be 0. So this whole thing will be 0. And this will be 1 plus 1 by 4 plus c. This implies c is equals to 1. Alright. So now we have the solution. So y is equal to 3 by 4 multiplied by 2 tan x plus 1 by 4 plus c is 1, and if you divide the whole equation by e to the power 2 tan x, it will be e to the power minus 2 tan x here. So you just divide this equation with e to the power 2 tan x, and then you will get this. Alright, now we have to find out e to the power y of pi by 4 minus 1 by e square. So what is y of pi by 4? So this is 6 upon 4, tan pi by 4 is 1 plus 1 by 4 plus e to the power minus 2. Alright, now y of pi by 4 minus 1 by e square. Y of pi by 4 minus 1 by e square. So you will get a minus 1 by e square here. These two will get cancelled. Alright, now we have 7 by 4. So 7 by 4. Now this 7 by 4 has to be multiplied with 12. So multiplied by 12. 4 ones, 4 threes. So the answer is 21. Alright. So let us proceed to the next question. So this question is from the topic integrals and conic sections. So you have a parabola given, x square is equal to 4y. It intersects the line at a point a comma b in the second quadrant. Then you have to evaluate the value of this particular integral. Alright. So now let us draw the graphs. Okay, x square is equals to 4y and y is equals to 2 into x plus 6. Let us solve these two equations to get the intersection point. So x square is equal to 4 into y is 2 into x plus 6. So this will be 8 into x plus 6. So x square minus 8x minus 48 is equal to 0. So x square minus 12x plus 4x minus 48 is equals to 0. So x into x minus 12 plus 4 into x minus 12 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 4 or 12. Since it is given that this point lies in the second quadrant, x cannot be positive. So 12 is ruled out. So x is equals to minus 4. When x is equals to minus 4, you can find the y from this equation. So it will be 2 multiplied by 6 minus 4 is 2. So y is equal to 4. So a comma b is minus 4 comma 4. So you have to evaluate the integral now. So the integral will be minus 4 comma 4 x to the power 4 by 1 plus 5 to the power x. Now if you notice, the sum of the limits is 0. So you can use the King's rule here. So let us denote this integral with I. You can also write I as, so a plus b minus x, minus 4 plus 4 minus x. So you can replace x with minus x. Alright. So when you do that, you'll get minus x whole power 4 by 1 plus 5 power minus x dx. So minus x whole power 4 is simply x power 4. So this is x power 4 by 1 plus 1 by 5 power x. This is simply integral 5 power x x power 4 by 1 plus x 5 power x. So this is I. So this is also I and this is also I. You have the limits here. So add them up. Then you will get 2i is equals to integral minus 4 to 4. Numerator will be x power 4 plus 5 power x x power 4 by 1 plus 5 power x. So x power 4 multiplied by 1 plus 5 power x by 1 plus 5 power x dx from minus 4 to 4. So this and this gets cancelled. So the integration of x to the power 4 is x power 5 divided by 5 from minus 4 to 4. When you put 4, it will be 4 power 5 by 5 minus, when you put minus 4, it will be minus 4 whole power 5 by 5. So this is simply 2 into 4 power 5 by 5. So 2 into 4 power 5 is 2 power 10. So 1024 by 5. So this is 2048 divided by 5. But this is the value of 2i. So now if you have to get I, that will be 1024 divided by 5. So this will be your answer for this question. So let's move to the next question. This question is from the topic trigonometry. Alright. So here you have this particular function given for y and you have to find out the relation between x and y. So let us solve this. So let us say cos inverse of x by 2 is equals to theta. Then y is equals to cos of pi by 3 plus theta. Alright. Now y is equal to cos a plus b is cos pi by 3 cos 60 cos theta minus sin 60 sin theta. Alright. So from this we get cos theta is equals to x by 2. So we can write sin theta is equals to 2 root of 4 minus x square. Alright. So you can substitute those values here. 1 by 2 x by 2 minus root 3 by 2 into square root of 4 minus x square divided by 2. So now you get 4y is equals to x minus square root of 12 minus 3x square. Alright. So bring this to this side and send that to that side. So you'll get x minus 4y is equals to square root of 12 minus 3x square. Squaring on both sides, x minus 4y whole square is equals to 12 minus 3x square. So this is x square plus 16y square minus 8xy is equals to 12 minus 3x square. So bring all the terms to one side and then you'll get 4x square minus 8xy plus 16y square is equals to 12. Okay. So this particular equation is not there in the option. So what we can do is you can take out 4 from the equation. Then you'll get x square minus 2xy plus 4y square is equals to 3. So this is there in the options and this is your final answer. So let us proceed to the next question. Here you have a definite integral that you have to evaluate and find out the value of this whole expression. So let us consider this integral first. Alright, since we have square roots in the denominator, let us rationalize this. So let us multiply and divide with square root of 3 plus x square minus 1 plus x square. And if you do the same thing in the denominator, you will end up getting 3 plus x square whole square minus root of 1 plus x square whole square dx. So this is simply integral 0 to 1 root of 3 plus x square minus root of 1 plus x square divided by 3 plus x square minus 1 minus x square. This and this gets cancelled. 3 minus 1 is simply 2. So in the denominator you will have 2 dx. Alright. So now we know the value of this particular integral. It is simply integral root over a square plus x square, and we also know the value of this particular integral. So that will be, the first integral will be x by 2 into root of a square plus x square plus a square by 2 multiplied by ln x plus root of a square plus x square. So the limits are from 0 to 1 minus, similarly for the second integral you will have x by 2 into root of 1 plus x square plus 1 by 2 multiplied by ln x plus root 1 plus x square. Similarly the limits are from 0 to 1 for this. So let us put the limits. When you put x is equal to 1, this will be 1 by 2 multiplied by root 4 plus 3 by 2 multiplied by ln 1 plus root 4, that is 2. So this will be 3 minus, when you put x is equal to 0, the first term will be 0 and the second term will be 3 by 2 ln root 3 minus, when you put x is equal to 1, you will get 1 by 2 root 2 plus 1 by 2 ln 1 plus root 2 minus, when you put x is equal to 0, first term will be 0 and your second term will be half ln 1. Alright, so this will be simply 2 by 2. So 1 plus 3 by 2 ln 3 minus 3 by 2 ln root 3 minus root 2 by 2 minus 1 by 2 ln 1 plus root 2. So this ln 1 is 0. So this is what we have. So this entire thing is divided by 2 here. So you have 1 by 2 and this integral is multiplied by 4. So this will be multiplied by 4 and you have to subtract minus 3 ln root 3. Minus 3 ln root 3. Alright. So this will be simply 2. So you have to multiply this whole bracket with 2. So that will be 2 plus 3 ln 3 minus 3 ln root 3 minus root 2 minus ln 1 plus root 2 minus 3 ln root 3. Alright. So 3 ln 3 can be written as 3 by 3 into 2 ln root 3. Alright. So that will be 2 plus 6 ln root 3. So minus 3 ln root 3 minus 3 ln root 3 is minus 6 ln root 3. So this is minus root 2 minus ln 1 plus root 2. This and this gets cancelled. So the answer will be 2 minus root 2 minus ln 1 plus root 2. So this is your final answer. So let us move to the next question. In this question, we have to find the image of this particular point in the line which passes through this point and has the drs as this particular r bar. So we have a point and we have the drs, so we can easily write the equation of the line. So x minus 3 is equals to y minus 2, since it passes through that point, is equal to z plus 1 divided by the drs will be 4, 2 and minus 1. So 4, 2 and minus 1. So let us say this is equal to k. So x can be written as 4k plus 3, y can be written as 2k plus 2, z can be written as minus 1k minus 1. So now you have this line and you have a point given in the question 1, 0, 3. You have to find the image of this point in this particular line. Alright, so let us say the image is a, b, c. Now this point will be the midpoint of 1, 0, 3 and a, b, c. So what is the midpoint? A plus 1 by 2, b by 2 and c plus 3 by 2. So now this midpoint lies on this particular line. So x, y, z, we have these coordinates. So 4k plus 3 will be a plus 1 by 2, 2k plus 2 will be b by 2, and minus k minus 1 is equal to c plus 3 by 2. Alright. From this we get a is equals to 8k plus 6 minus 1. So a is equal to 8k plus 5, b is equal to 4k plus 4, c is equals to minus 2k minus 2 minus 3. So minus 2k minus 5. So we got a, b and c. Now this line is perpendicular to this particular line. So the drs of the line given in the question is 4, 2 and minus 1. The drs of this line will be a minus 1, b minus 0 and c minus 3. So a minus 1, b minus 0 and c minus 3. So now we have a is equal to 8k plus 5. So a minus 1 will be 8k plus 4. Alright. So b minus 0 will be simply 4k plus 4 and c minus 3 will be minus 2k minus 8. So these two lines are perpendicular. So 4 into 8k plus 4 plus 2 into 4k plus 4 minus 1 into minus 2k plus minus 8 should be 0. So this is 32k plus 16 plus 8k plus 8 plus 2k plus 8 is equal to 0. 32k plus 8k is 40k plus 2k is 42k plus 16 plus 8 plus 8 is 32. So this is simply 21k plus 16 is equal to 0. This gives you k is equals to minus 16 by 21. So now we have to find out a, b and c. So here we have a is equal to 8k plus 5. So a is equal to 8 into k is minus 16 by 21. Minus 16 by 21 plus 5. Similarly, you can put the value of k here and get the value of b. Put the value of k here and get the value of c. This is how you should solve this question. And when you substitute the values of the value of k in each one of them, you will get a is equals to minus 23 by 21, b is equals to minus 1 by 21 and c is equal to minus 31 by 21. So now let us move to the next question. So here you just have to evaluate the value of this particular definite integral. So let us consider the value is I. So now you can use this particular result. So your a is minus 2, b is 2. So a plus b is 0. So you can replace x with a plus b minus x, which in this case will be minus 2 plus 2 minus x. So minus x. So 9 minus x whole square by 1 plus 5 to the power minus x dx. Alright. So this will be minus 2 to 2 9x square by 1 plus 1 by 5 power x. So we have solved a similar question in this shift before, where you had to find out the point of intersection, find out a and b, and then have to solve for an integral. So this question is very similar. In fact, I would say this is the same question. So this is a kind of bonus question for you. So if you solve that, if you are able to solve that question, you will be able to solve this question very easily. So minus 2 to 2 5 power x multiplied by 9x square by 1 plus 5 power x. So this is also I. So now this is I and this is also I. So add them up. So you'll get 2I is equals to integral minus 2 to 2 9x square plus 5 power x multiplied by 9x square by 1 plus 5 power x dx. So this can be written as integral minus 2 to 2 9x square into 1 plus 5 power x by 1 plus 5 power x dx. So this and this gets cancelled. So minus 2 to 2 9x square dx. Since 9x square is an even function, you can write this as 2 times integral 0 to 2 9x square dx. So this is 2I. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So I is equals to, so what is the integration of x square? It is simply x cube by 3. So the limits will be from 0 to 2. So this will be 3x cube from 0 to 2. So 3 into 2 cube. So that is simply 24. This is the answer to your question. So let us move to the next question. This question is from the topic trigonometry. You have an equation given and you have to find the number of solutions of this equation in this particular closed interval. I have explained a very similar question in the first shift as well. So make sure you learn this method of solving, because there is a high probability of you getting these questions in the upcoming shifts as well. So the moment you see this term, so you should get the idea that you have to split this term and write it as two different terms. So I have explained this in the first shift as well. You can refer to that video. Root 3 cosecant square theta minus 2 root 3 cosecant theta plus 2 cosecant theta minus 4 is equal to 0. So now you have generated these two terms from this particular term. Now you combine one term with this particular term and one term with this particular term. So now here you can take out root 3 cosecant theta, and this will be cosecant theta minus 2 plus here 2 will be common, cosecant theta minus 2 is equal to 0. So root 3 cosecant theta plus 2 multiplied by cosecant theta minus 2 is equal to 0. So cosecant theta is either 2 or cosecant theta is minus 2 by root 3. So sin theta is 1 by 2 or sin theta is minus root 3 by 2. Now you draw the graph of sin theta in this interval minus 7 pi by 6 to 4 pi by 3. Minus 7 pi by 6 to 4 pi by 3. Alright. So this is your 0 and this is your pi. Alright. Now your 4 pi by 3 will be somewhere here. Alright. Now this is your minus pi. Alright, and minus 7 pi by 6 will be somewhere here. Minus 7 pi by 6. So let us find out what sine 4 pi by 3 is. Sine 4 pi by 3. is sine pi plus pi by 3. That is sine pi by 3. This lies in third quadrant, so this is negative. So minus root 3 by 2. So this is, if this is 4 pi by 3, this value is minus root 3 by 2. And also let us find out the value of sine of minus 7 pi by 6. Sine of minus 7 pi by 6 is same as minus sine 7 pi by 6. So this is minus sine pi plus pi by 6. So that is simply minus sine pi by 6. Since it is in the third quadrant, it will be plus. So this is 1 by 2. So here it is 1 by 2. So root 3 by 2 will be somewhere here. So we have to find out the number of solutions when sine theta is equals to 1 by 2. So sine theta equal to 1 by 2. So draw a line parallel to x-axis here. So here you get one solution. This is one solution and this is another solution. And sine theta equal to minus root 3 by 2. So here you have minus root 3 by 2. Draw a line parallel to x-axis. So this is one solution, this is one, and this is one. So total there are 6 solutions. Alright. So let us move to the next question. Here you have a function f of x given and you have to find the domain of this function, and that domain is represented by open interval a comma b. Then you have to find the value of 1 plus a whole square and b square. So if you consider this part, this quantity is inside a square root, so it has to be greater than or equal to 0. But since it is in the denominator, it cannot be equal to, it should not be equal to 0. So it has to be strictly greater than 0. So if you reverse the signs, x square minus 3x minus 10 less than 0. So this is x minus 5 into x plus 2 less than 0. So that will give you minus 2 less than x less than 5. Alright. Now let us consider this part. So x plus mod x. If x is greater than 0, x plus mod x will be 2x. If x is less than or equal to 0, x plus mod x will be x minus x, which is 0. But it is in the denominator, so 0 should not be the permissible value. Therefore x should not be less than or equal to 0. So x only has to be greater than 0. So in this case we have this as a domain, and for this case we have 0 to infinite as the domain. So we have to take intersection of that. So let us draw the number line. So minus 2 to 5. So this is the domain in the first case. In the second case we have, so there is a 0 here. The domain is something like this, 0 to infinity. So we have to take the intersection, which is this particular region. So the domain will be open interval 0 comma 5. So your a is equal to 0 and b is equals to 5. A is equal to 0, b is equal to 5. So this is 25 and this is 1. So this will be simply 26. So let us move to the next question. This question is from the differentiation and integration. So you have this particular equation given and you have to find out the value of f of 3. So you have 10 integral 1 to x f of t dt is equals to 5x f of x minus x power 5 minus 9. So you can differentiate this equation on both sides. 10. So to differentiate this, you have to use the concept of differentiation under integral sign. So how do we do that? Put the upper limit in the place of t and then take the derivative of upper limit, which is 1, minus put the lower limit in place of t and then take the derivative of lower limit. derivative of 1 is 0. So this is how you differentiate under the integral sign. And on the right hand side 5, so to differentiate this you have to apply the multiplication rule. X f dash x plus f of x, alright, minus 5 x power 4, and the differentiation of this quantity will be 0. So you have 10 f of x is equals to 5x f dash of x plus 5 f of x minus 5 x power 4. So here you have 10 f of x, here you have 5 f of x. So 5x f dash x minus 5 f of x is equals to 5 x power 4. So you can cancel out the 5. So x f dash x minus f of x is equals to x power 4 f dash x minus 1 by x f of x is equals to x cube. You will get this when you divide this whole equation by x. So now you have to find the integrating factor. Integrating factor will be e to the power integral of this particular quantity minus 1 by x. So that will be e to the power minus integral 1 by x. Integral 1 by x is ln x. So this is minus ln x. So minus ln x can be written as e to the power ln 1 by x. So e to the power ln 1 by x is simply 1 by x. So when you multiply both sides of the equation with this particular integrating factor, you will get d by dx of f of x times 1 by x. So you multiply both sides of the equation with the integrating factor. So now this left hand side will become d by dx of f of x multiplied by 1 by x, and your right hand side will become x square. Alright, so now integrate on both sides. F of x multiplied by 1 by x is integral x square dx. So this is simply x cube by 3 plus c. So this is f of x by x. Now if you see this equation, and when you put x is equals to 1 in this particular equation, you will get 10 multiplied by, so this will become 1. So integral 1 to 1 will be 0. That is equals to 5 into 1 into f of 1 minus 1 power 5 is 1 minus 9. So this is 0. So 0 is equal to 5 multiplied by f of 1 minus 10. This gives us f of 1 is equals to 2. Alright. So we know that f of 1 is equal to 2. So let us put x is equal to 1 here. So then we'll get f of 1 multiplied by 1 upon 1 is equals to 1 by 3 plus c. F of 1 is equal to 2. So 2 minus 1 by 3 is equal to c. So c is equals to 5 by 3. Therefore f of x multiplied by 1 by x is equals to x cube by 3 plus 5 by 3. Alright, now we have to find out the value of f of 3. So put x is equals to 3. F of 3 multiplied by 1 by 3 is equals to 3 cube, which is 27 by 3 plus 5 by 3. So this is simply 32 by 3 is f of 3 by 3. So this 3 and this 3 gets cancelled. So f of 3 will be simply 32. This is the answer to your question. Let us proceed to the next question. This question is from the topic sequences and series. So you have this series given, and this will be is equal to m upon n, and there are 10 terms that you have to consider. So then you have to figure out the value of m plus n. So let us write the general term of this series. So the general term will be r divided by, so here you have 1, 2 and 3. So the first term will be 1, second term will be 2, third term will be 3. So rth term will be r by 1 plus, this is common everywhere, and 4 is also common everywhere. So here you have 1 power 4, 2 power 4, 3 power 4. So this will be r power 4. This is the general term. So now if you consider the denominator 1 plus 4r power 4. So there is a very famous formula for this. This is known as Sophie-Germain identity. So when you have something like a to the power 4 plus 4 times b to the power 4, you can write this as a square whole square plus 2b square whole square. Now this is in the form of x square plus y square. So therefore you can write x plus y whole square minus 2xy, 2a square multiplied by 2b square. So this is a square plus 2b square whole square minus 2ab whole square. Now this is in the form of x square minus y square. So that will be x plus y into x minus y. Alright, this is known as Sophie-Germain identity. Now in your question, a is equals to 1 and b is equals to r. Alright, so this will be 1 plus 2r square plus 2r multiplied by 1 plus 2r square minus 2r. So now this r upon 1 by 4, 1 plus 4 multiplied by r power 4 can be written as r upon 1 plus 2r square plus 2r multiplied by 1 plus 2r square minus 2r. Now I'll multiply the numerator with 4 and divide it with 4. So this will be 1 by 4. Now this 4r can be written as the difference of these two terms. So 1 plus 2r square plus 2r minus 1 plus 2r square minus 2r. Alright, so this is 2r and here you will get plus 2r. So total will be 4r by 1 plus 2r square plus 2r, 1 plus 2r square minus 2r. Alright, so this will be 1 by 4. When you split the fraction, you will get 1 by 1 plus 2r square minus 2r minus 1 by 1 plus 2r square plus 2r. So this is the general term. Alright. So when you put r is equal to 1, so you have 10 terms. So your r runs from 0 to 1 to 10. So when you put r is equal to 1, you will get 1 by 1 minus 1 by 3. When you put r is equal to 2, you will get 1 by, this is 1 plus 2 square is 4 2's 8 minus 4 minus 1 by 1 plus 8 plus 4. When you put r is equal to 3, you will get 1 by 1 plus 18 minus 9, sorry 18 minus 6 minus 1 by 1 plus 18 plus 6 plus and so on. When you put r is equal to 10, you will get 1 by 1 plus 200 minus 20 minus 1 by 1 plus 200 plus 20. Alright, so if you see, this is minus 1 by 3, sorry, this is 1 by 5. When you put r is equal to 1, this will be 1 by 5. So this is minus 1 by 5, this is plus 1 by 5. This is minus 1 by 13, this is plus 1 by 13. So every term will get cancelled, and so you'll, the first term and last term will be remaining. So this is simply 1 by 4, 1 minus 1 by 221. Alright, so this can be written as 1 by 4, 1 minus 1 by 221 is 220 divided by 221. 4 ones, 4 fives and 4 fives. So that is simply 55 divided by 221. So this is your answer. Alright, so your m is 55, n is 221. So m plus n will be 5, 276. Alright, your m plus n is 276. So let us move to the next question. This question is from the topic permutations and combinations. So you have 8 boxes given here, and you have to put A, B, C, D, E into these 8 boxes such that no row remains empty. So the total ways, let us say this condition is not there, no row is empty. Let us say this condition is not there. Then the total number of ways will be 8C5 into 5 factorial. You can select any 5 boxes in 8C5 ways and then you can permute the 5 elements that you have. Now from this, let us say one row is empty. Let us say first row is empty. Then you have to fill these 5 elements into these 5 boxes. That can be done in 5 factorial ways. So you have the total ways without this condition here. Now since this 5 factorial is obtained by leaving out this particular row, you have to subtract this. Now let us say this particular row is empty. So then we have to fill the 5 elements into these 5 boxes. So that can be done in 5 factorial ways. So minus 5 factorial. So let us say this particular row is empty. Then you have to fill the 5 elements into these 6 boxes. So first you have to choose 5 boxes out of 6 boxes and then you have to permute the elements. Here let us say any 2 rows are empty. So let's say these 2 rows are empty. Then we cannot even put all these 5 elements into these boxes. So maximum only 1 row can be empty. So these are the total possible ways in which we can put these 5 letters into these 8 boxes such that no row remains empty. So this is 8 factorial by 3 factorial into 5 factorial into 5 factorial minus this is 120 minus 65 is 6 into 120. So this and this gets cancelled. 8 factorial by 3 factorial is 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 minus 120 and this is 720 0 6 9 minus 960. So 5 into 4 is 20, 8 7 is 56 into 6 is 6 5 is 30, 336 multiplied by 20, 2 6 12 7 6 7 2 0 minus 960. So that is 5760. So this is your answer. Okay, let us proceed to the next question. Here this question is from the topic probability. So you have 3 bags and each bag has some red balls, some blue balls and some green balls. Alright, so let us make a figure first. So you have a red bag 1, bag 2 and bag 3. First bag has 3 red, 2 blue and 5 green balls, and second bag has 4 red, 3 blue and 3 green balls, and the third bag has 5 red, 1 blue and 4 green balls. So let P be the probability that a green ball drawn from a randomly selected bag comes from bag 3. So you are selecting a green ball. Alright, so you are selecting a green ball and that has to come from third bag. So this is the probability that they are asking. So this is P. And Q be the probability that the red ball drawn from randomly selected bag comes from bag 1. So Q will be, so you are selecting a red ball and that has to come from bag 1. So this is the probability that is asked. Alright, so this will be, so if you know conditional probability, the formula for this will be P of 3 intersection G by P of G. So what is P of G? Probability of getting green ball. So this denominator P of G will be probability of getting green ball. So that will be, so you can get the green ball from the first bag or second bag or third bag. So let us select the first bag first. So that can be done with the probability 1 by 3. Now once you have selected first bag, you have to select a green ball. So there are 5 green balls and total 10 balls. And second bag can be selected with probability 1 by 3. And once you select the second bag, the probability of selecting green ball is 3 by 10. And third bag can be selected with probability 1 by 3. And once you have selected third bag, the probability of selecting green ball is 4 by 10. So this is 12 upon 30. Alright. Now probability of 3 intersection G. So you have to select a green ball and you have to make the selection from the third bag only. So P of 3 intersection G will be, first you have to select the third bag. That can be done with the probability 1 by 3. Then you have to select the green ball. So that can be done with the probability 4 by 10. So this is 4 by 30. So your P will be 4 by 30 divided by 12 by 30. So that is simply 4 by 12. So that is 1 by 3. So P is equals to 1 by 3. Alright. Now let us go ahead and compute Q. So similarly Q is equals to P of 1 intersection R by P of R. So you have to compute P of R. P of R is probability of getting red ball. So select the first bag first and then probability of getting red ball is 3 by 10. For second bag 1 by 3 into 4 by 10. For third bag 1 by 3 into 5 by 10. So this is simply 12 by 30. Now P of 1 intersection R. So you have to select the first bag and then select the red ball from that. So selecting first bag can be done with probability 1 by 3 and then red ball from that will be 3 by 10. So this is 3 by 30. So your Q will be 3 by 30 divided by 12 by 30. So that will be 1 by 4. So P is 1 by 3, Q is 1 by 4. So 1 by P plus 1 by Q will be 3 plus 4, which is 7. Alright.